Hey guys, welcome back. Misfit Studio 19.2. We're going to talk about everything that we already know about this workout and more. A bunch of people just did it. Before we dive into the nitty gritty of 19.2, we have Gabe, Hunter, Sherb, myself, Seth here tonight. Sherb's going to talk a little bit about what we got in Sharpen the X.
So Sharpen the X Co. was dropping a pre-sale on the Patty's Pump baseball tee. I'm going to stand up so you guys can see me. Logo you guys might recognize. Dropping it.
Never seen it before ourselves.
Sale.
Never seen it.
Sunday, Monday only. Do not miss it. They will not be for sale after the pre-sale, so make sure you see that.
When is it?
It is Sunday and Monday.
And Monday.
This coming Sunday.
Only.
This coming Monday.
Got you.
Get it in time for St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Nice.
Hunter, what do you got for us?
Cool.
Team Misfit.
Yep. TeamMisfit.com for all of your affiliate, gym, group class programming needs, coaches, tools, everything you need to run a class. March programming for GPP and competitor is now live.
And we're also going to have a new descriptive video on what GPP is for and who it's for. So if you're not sure if GPP is right for you, give that a watch.
Yep.
So, 20, 25 minutes long, but it's a lot of good info. Man. So check it out.
No, it's a good chat, good conversation.
All right, I'll bet it is for 25 minutes.
Hunter and I are super interesting guys. I don't know if you knew that. We're known for how interesting we are.
We just talk shit.
All right, I'll check it out. All right, so last week we had a bunch of top-notch killers go after 19-1. I have to butcher everyone's name in the top 20 leaderboards, just like every year, 5 years strong, I think, trying to read people's names. Here we go. So on the men's side, top 20, Cody Mooney, our very own Cody Mooney, leads our Misfit man. This is based off our leaderboard that you guys have signed up for. Hashtag Misfit
Takeover.
Thank you very much.
Get on it.
And number 2, Sam Quant, good old Sam. I'm just going to fly through this shit. Luke Conan, then Travis Williams, Marcus Musenix. Nope.
Perfect.
I've all right, there's this.
Stay on
the leaderboard. I'm going to try it again next week. Casey Viator, Corby Foxall, Nick Matthew, Giovanni Contreras, Daniel Latito, Brandon Garcia, Jonathan Wall, Drew Fendrick, Chandler Smith, Adam Reckless, Robbie McCord, Austin Spencer, Shagdrick Berger, Justin Reitelbach, I think I got that right, and Jonas Olsen rounds out the top 21. Jonas. Top 20 ladies. First in the world, Olivia Leeper. Congrats, Olivia. Very cool. Big. Second, her nutritional coach, Kenzie Riley. Here we go. Elena Savage, China Cho, Mikkel Escobar, Nisha Purewall, Hannah Hardy, Taylor Nisley, the legend, Rebecca Voigt Miller, Danielle Brandon, Sandra Krugli, our very own Alexis Johnson, Gabby McClellan, Lizzie Bell Bruno, Jill, DG Impalo.
Holy shit, Lizzie.
Jennifer
That's fucking crazy.
McVeigh, Alexis Machuga, Aubrey Greco, Sarah Potts, and Kendra Sankey. I don't know how I did there, guys. Cool. That was the best I could do.
See some remote coaching clients on that top
list.
There's
like 10 remote coaching clients.
That's pretty cool.
Remote coaching clients everywhere. And people in our own gym.
Misfit Athletics HQ.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty much crushing, so that's very cool for us.
I judged Lizzie, taught her everything she knows.
Now, of course,
no chance.
Probably half you guys signed up to win some free shit. So, moment of truth here. Let's give some stuff away. The random leaderboard winner, so anyone who signed up was entered to win some swag. You don't get to do nothing with that hat yet because we already have this winner. William Elliott. Oh, see, Hunter doesn't even know what's going on. William Elliott already winning free shit.
That's part of the show.
Took Hunter's thunder.
Already winning free stuff.
No hats.
Okay, now you can pull some names if you'd like. Okay, so people in the top 20 get a chance to win some shit. Ladies first.
Hopefully it's gear, not shit.
Yeah, my bad. It is gear. It's not actually shit. It's actually good stuff.
Thank you, Jen, for folding the post-it note.
It's origami, bro.
You can
be cultured. It's origami.
Kendra Sankey.
Woo! She came in 20th,
she was
too.
in top 20.
She snuck in 20th and then steals the goods.
Good job.
Hope you're cleaning that up after.
We'll pick that up.
That's like the new age paper towel.
That's what Jen told me to do. She said, flip it over your head, pick the name. Dudes.
Good luck.
Marcus Musenix.
Damn, I bet he's never had a cold in his life.
That's
guy's never been congested.
That's
No
hang on a
congestion
second.
at all.
Let me see if I can justify this.
Mucinix?
Mucinix. No, mu.
Okay, don't act like that was
Mike
any
Mucina.
better than mine.
All right.
Pitcher for the
We
Yankees in the
always,
World.
even if he didn't win, we should have sent him shit for butchering his name
Yeah.
that bad. Okay.
Sorry about that, bud.
So
But
those
we
are our
did.
winners. We want to see you guys continue to battle, get in that top 20, try to win some stuff next week as well. All winners, send your shirt sizes and shipping address to Jen, Jenn. It's 2 N's, people. Jenn at misfitathletics.com. If you believe you should have been in the top 20, you didn't put your name in our leaderboard. If you're just
Shame on
slacking,
you.
shoot us an email. Shame on you for one, but we'll make the correction next week. Okay, can we get a
If you
19.2
can
now?
get
Sure.
into the top 20 in this workout.
No kidding.
I'm definitely climbing.
I'm the only really
Same.
not sweaty person here, and I did the workout. That tells you how far I made it.
I was pretty sweaty
Nice
watching
job.
or judging that
Oh, yeah.
workout too. So
Gabe looked nervous.
Gabe worked harder at loading people's plates on than I did in my
To be
8
fair,
minutes
that's
doing
the
the
worst
workout.
part of the workout.
Yes.
So I would have.
I'm glad someone was there to do for me.
So 19.2, it's a redo, right? We've all seen this
There
one
is.
before. 3 parts. You have the toes to bar, the double unders, and the squat cleans with ascending weights and descending reps. So pretty straightforward. My take on it, obviously, last week we had a big guy workout. This feels again like another big guy workout to me. I don't think you have much advantage, if any, of being a shorter person in this athlete. And Jesus, can't even speak. A shorter athlete in this workout, even with things like toes to bar and double unders. I feel like those things can be broken up as needed if you can throw a barbell around.
I think.
Only way I would disagree with you is if you are
Give it
really,
to me.
if you're a really strong squatter. If you have the leverage and you can get yourself in a really good
Yeah.
squat clean position, you can be perfectly vertical with that like right proportion.
Yes.
That helps you. But
Yes, but
you
it's
also
not just
lose leverage.
squatting.
you
Exactly.
lose leverage,
It's
so.
pulling and squatting. So you have to be a stronger athlete all around. And if you're, I didn't say taller necessarily, bigger,
yeah.
you can have both levers and a good squat pattern to be able to move a bar like heavier. Like
I mean, especially when it comes down to crunch time, like looking at you, if you were just a little bit either tougher or fitter.
Tougher, definitely.
Yeah, tougher or fitter, whatever, both probably. The way that you were able to move the bar when it actually mattered in the 225 and the 275, when time is really ticking away, that's going to be the difference maker. When you look at Hunter, he just had to take breaks more so because he needed rest time so he could actually stand up with the bar.
body weight.
Yeah. So
right.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I just had to. I remember doing this in 2016, and I remember just having to buy myself time personally for the 225 bar, and that meant going big on the toes to bar. I did that unbroken in the first set, and then fairly big sets. I just had to buy myself that buffer, knowing that I could catch my breath reasonably well by the time I had to get back to the bar, and I just smaller guy, not a great Olympic weightlifter, so I just had to buy myself time. But I probably favors big guys a little bit, but I'd say it's fairly even given the volume of toes to bar and the amount of time you have to give yourself to get far in the workout.
I really don't think so. I really think, like we've shown in the past with things like even sets of 25 toes to bar, a bigger guy who has less capacity could take on 5s right out of the gate with very minimal rest between sets, and you would lose less time breaking it early into 5s than you would waiting 25 seconds between your squat cleans at 225, 275, whatever. He doesn't need that 25 seconds. He needs 8, and he's going to pick the bar back up. You get 2 or 3 breaks built up back with how well you move a barbell compared to strategically breaking things like toes to bar and even breaking the double unders into 2 quick sets. I think you can get way out ahead even by chopping stuff up if you are a master with the barbell.
Well, so I didn't elect to go with breaking up my double unders, but I did break up my toes to bar intentionally, knowing that it's no big deal to do. I think I did something like 15.55 for the toes to bar for the first couple sets or something around there, maybe 1 plus or minus. But I knew that if I stayed relaxed during that the double unders could then be calm, and I would have a lower heart rate and able to move the barbell at a better frequency, knowing that the workout for me technically starts with that third bar, that 225 bar. That's when I was, knowing that I had to essentially turn it on and start to push a little bit. Not to say that the 135 and 185 weren't part of the workout, because they definitely are a little bit of pre-fatigue, and they obviously are designed to make the later bars heavier.
And if you move faster through that, you have more time later. Like that clock's fighting against you the whole time. It's like the worst style of AMRAP because there's a deadline.
Well, we talked about your transition article, and that you've talked to me a million times about it before, just in general, talking about workouts. you can either plan to break or be forced to break, and both strategies can ultimately lead to the exact same score.
Exactly.
So why not choose to break and have your rest be very strategic than to go, oh shit, I went too far and now the workout, I can't turn around now. Like, either the workout's over at that exact point, or I try to recover in the workout, which again slows me down, which doesn't give me a good score either. So to me, this workout, it just falls back to along the lines of that chipper. I think it was 14-4 with the 60 calorie row, 50 toes to bar. It feels very similar to that, even though it's not essentially a chipper.
Right.
It's meant to feel like if you're smart about how you attack things and you're, maybe you're not exactly on a clock, but you have an idea in your mind, like drop the bar, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, clean it. Or your toes to bar, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do a toes, then I said toes to bar. You're able to stay moving for longer. And if you go back and watch your video, you don't add up as many seconds of resting, and then ultimately leads to a better score.
Yeah,
so.
And I think just with the toes to bar, like I don't disagree that breaking it up early is a great strategy, just not the one that I chose, but you can absolutely move consistently, set up a pull-up bar that's just at your height, 5, turn around, back up, 5 reps, and just easily knock that out. Like you said, even break up a pretty easy set of double unders. And as long as you stay on top of that barbell, don't catch yourself walking away, don't catch yourself chalking up every 2 reps, like stay on top of the bar, and you would be surprised at how much time you save by just like staying at your workstation.
Yeah, if you have experience in this sport, you can maneuver your way through the inconveniences of toes to bar and double unders, and the workout is moving that barbell, and it's being slightly aggressive. There's a huge strategy in how you're pacing this and how you're riding just shy of that red line as to how fast you can continue to cycle that bar. No matter how good you are, I think for 99.9% of the field, I think you start singles even with 135. I know Travis is screaming at me, no, you don't, but yes, you do. Like, I'm not going to advise anyone else to not, to do any touch and go.
You don't stand anything to gain from spiking your heart rate that early.
Even the ladies, because we're talking about the guys a lot, because we always have a male perspective that dominates this, because it's 4 guys talking about this.
Danny just killed everybody.
And now we have Danny Risha, who did this with us, and she got 5 reps at 205, the final bar. Like, she wasn't even planning on doing the workout. She was breaking things up intentionally to be slow. She was, didn't give a shit, hoping almost to run into a wall. And she accidentally broke it up to the point where she smashed everybody because she's so strong. She just handled the barbell way better than everybody else.
We'll have a really good score worldwide.
Yeah, we'll have a very competitive score. And then, so shifting from talking about the guys' perspective into the ladies, the weights are not equal. So the effort,
the girls to finish a little bit faster.
I expect the girls to crush, the stronger girls to crush compared to where all the guys will finish. It's just a lot easier for the girls, the stronger, higher end girls, to move these weights compared to what the guys will do. Because you think about even you, like 135 for you versus 85 for Danny, like
different story.
She's like 2 fingers on the barbell, like done. Okay, move on. And like you actually have to, continue to set up and pull quality reps at 135, even though it's light, but like you don't want to blow up early. So that kind of magnifies as the weights go up and the workout gets deeper. The weights get heavier for the girls, but not like they do for the guys. It's very different. So we expect girls to have a much, much more competitive field than guys who the stronger ones will dominate. That's my opinion.
Honestly, I don't think I went through that first round super fast, but I looked at the clock after the 15 squat cleans, only like 220 and 230 in. That's already buying 90 seconds on that very first round. Like, you don't need to be a savage and go 90 seconds for your first round, blow yourself up, and then find out that you can't continue to do toes to bar, or like you don't want to fry your grip in the first 2 rounds of the workout because you need a strong pull later on. And if you question your grip, that only leads to more doubt, which leads to changing your movement patterns when it comes time to move heavy barbells.
Or failing a heavy squat clean, which is devastating. You can't have that in this piece. Can't fail cleans. So
I think one other thing to note from like a very technical perspective, being efficient regardless of how you break up your toes to bar has a really big impact on how well you can clean from both a grip perspective and a like upper back stability perspective. If you're lazy with your toes to bar, not moving well, 1, you might fry out your midline. 2, you're pulling from the ground in a poor position. That bar is not going to rack correctly. You're going to dump it forward. You're going to miss it, and that's where you'll fail that detrimental squat clean at a weight that you don't want to miss.
I mean, you're talking about on toes to bar, even that like overextension in the backswing, like. That is going to definitely catch up with you as you rep out squat cleans. It's like that it's going to crush your hips, crush your low back. I mean, you saw a little bit of it with you for whatever reason, because you're a better puller and not as good of a squatter, but any of those little things, those are going to make you second guess when you're going to pick up that 275 foot, whatever. And that little hesitation, like you said, it was light enough. Like it felt like you could move it, but you didn't want to bend over, pick it up. You felt like it was, you were just,
I was just talking to Cody at the end of the workout, and I said to me, like, having done this again 2 or 3, it's 3 years later, 16, right? It was
16.
It's 3 years after we did it originally. Like in 16, the barbell felt heavy for me. I was in better shape, but the barbell felt heavier for me. And I don't know if that's because of the product of moving faster or whatnot. Tonight, the bar didn't feel as heavy, but I didn't feel like my conditioning was there. So for me, like, finding that line for you guys out there is figure out what that line is that you're really pushing yourself. But if you go past it and you put yourself in that hole where you can't catch your breath, you can't stabilize your midline, you can't get a good pull, it's just one of those things where, like, hopefully all that training you've been doing throughout the year, you've been making notes, you've been paying attention to combinations, you know exactly how to break up big sets of toes to bar, exactly how to approach double unders, how to set up for repeated light squat cleans, moderate squat cleans, and heavy squat cleans. That information right there is your information going into this to give you the best score possible. And hopefully you guys have been paying attention to how you move and how you've been training so that you can have this information for opportunities like this.
Yeah. I would say, speaking of that information, I mean, the cycle that we do with the run or rest, the run or rest in between sets of squat clean and snatches, I feel like this plays is very similar to it. Right. I know I didn't do it tonight, but remembering it from 2016 and remembering doing those trainings, you get there and you still have the little bit high heart rate, and it's move the barbell as smooth as you can, as quick as you can. Don't let it sit there for that long. And that is, to me, plays directly into this, because I think you can, cardiovascularly, you can recover on the toes to bar. Same thing with the double unders. You can stay calm, and then once you get to the bar, you have no time to fuck around. You
never got back to the barbell and was like out of breath. I had to either wait to pick up the bar because it was too heavy to do right away, or I just started picking up the bar. But so
if you've been following those cycles, like, you know exactly what it's going to feel like, and you've been in that scenario where it's like, okay, I just need to put my hands on the bar, set up, and pull again. Yeah,
if you are that, like, regular follower, that, like, the burpees for rest, or in this last cycle, the front squats for time, not pulling that, obviously not pulling it off the floor, but, like, when you're doing sets of 7-6 reps on racking at, like, a high percentage, like, that's the die sets too. Every time if you sit back and you hit the right bottom position, you can hit one more rep, and you're going to get the same mental stuff on this workout. Should I pull yet? Can I pull yet? The answer is yes. It's, are you willing to keep moving?
I mean, anyone with any weightlifting experience, once they catch that bottom, they stand up. The speed at which they stand it up immediately tells them the information on when to pull the next rep. Right. If you stand up and you're doing the like barely getting up, you need time. You need time. There's a bunch of things that are not going right that are leading that whole pattern to break down. If you stand it right up and you're just like feeling sorry for yourself, pick the fucking bar back up again.
That was me. That what you just said is exactly me. Like, it didn't feel heavy standing it up, and then I was like, oh, I'm sorry for myself.
That's gonna be a lot of people on that 225, 275, that third and fourth barbell for most people. It's not going to be, you're not going to fail. Like, you're not going to fail it. It's a matter of whether or not you want to put your hands on and pull.
You're like, man, I wish I had that extra 30 seconds to finish this. Oh, I'm glad I don't have that extra 30 seconds to finish this.
That's one of those things where, like, you did it, you're like, I won more exercise. Yes. But, it was a full workout. I mean, going forward, I think probably just end with some tips for good success. I mean, you had those 5 or 6 points we put out on social media. I don't know if you want to give them now or you want to save them for later.
No, I mean, we'll save some of that stuff for Saturday. We're going to come back around. We're going to watch. Even though we've seen this before, you always learn more watching people do it again in a fitter group.
People got fitter.
Yeah, we're going to hear scores come out that you're just like, no fucking way. Please show me a video. Like, how did that happen? And these scores, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to be real. And so there's going to be stuff to learn from that, like,
but not all of them.
But all of them. But a lot of them will be real.
In 2016, 315 was pretty heavy for a lot of people, and now, I mean, people clean well over that for multiple reps. What was the best
time? Ben Smith, was it like 16 or 17 minutes?
17 minutes, yeah.
And Cara Saunders did it in like
12.
7 minutes.
Like 8 minutes.
Touch and go the whole thing.
Before I finished
Unbroken touch and go.
Yeah.
Predictions? See some dude in the
we'll definitely.
15s?
I think we'll see dudes in the low 16s probably. I think we'll see a handful of guys. Probably sub 17, probably a
I'm
handful.
going out
of
with
them.
Matt 15, mid to high 15s.
That's really
for Matt.
possible.
Yeah, I'll say,
That's really
I'll say
possible.
Upper 15s.
Yeah.
That's
Or girls
insane.
probably low 15s, high 14s. All depends on the
I
right.
can't think of a Cara Saunders replacement right now, but probably at 15, 14.
There's going to be someone out there that we don't know about that is a really strong lifter and is decent at both the other two movements and can really move.
I mean,
Tia,
when
maybe?
Annie Thorsdotter's healthy, like she should just be able to just absolutely wreck this thing.
You're right about Tia, though. I mean, she made those clean ladders at the games both years look like an absolute joke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that definitely could be a possibility.
There's even girls like Amanda Barnhart or whatever that won.
Mhm.
I think she won the clean and jerk ladder at the games last year. Like just so strong. Like she'll probably girls like that would just
Or Danny Spiegel.
crush this.
Or
Yeah.
Just crush the, you just crush the snatch event at
Or Mackenzie
London.
Riley.
Just a
Or
tiny
Mackenzie,
little-
yeah.
I mean, it's another one right down the middle for Mackenzie. Like so.
Mhm. Go get it.
I got another, not specific to this week, kind of talking point. But after week 1, some people did really well and are well above where they thought they would be.
Yeah.
Some people are well behind where they thought that they would be.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now that you're looking at it
I'm
being,
right where I
top
thought I'd
20
be.
is the moneymaker, top 20 in the world. If you're looking at being close to that or, anywhere near your goals, how does this balance out a week 1 that we felt was a bigger athlete workout? Does this put it kind of back into level?
Before I answer that, a point on your point, when we deliver this information to everybody, we're so used to talking about like, this is how you'd have to pace it and this is a score you'd have to get to be competitive for regionals.
Right.
That's not how we deliver this anymore. Now it's, this is how you can
up like 1,000% from
like
what it
this
used to
is
be.
how, basically what we're saying is this is how you can be the best you. And if you're top 20 in the world, you probably don't need to listen to this. You need to go talk to your coach or text me after. Like that's sort of how this is happening. So
put
like
your number
back
out
to
there.
your, no, don't do that. Back to
text you,
your
bud. Don't
point.
worry. I'll
Yeah,
text
thanks. Like, I don't think this workout has balanced out the first week yet, but I think there will be some that will balance out both. I think this is, again, favoring the bigger, stronger athlete in a big way.
Don't balance it out. It's going to be something small, terrible burpees and pull-ups. And
You know it's coming.
Thanks. Yeah, I do.
You know the thrusters are coming. You know all that
Well, I mean, I
chest
guess
to bar's coming.
my point is
I got
that
three
this
in a row on your
being
ass. I'm
a
gonna get
direct
three in a row.
qualifier to the games, I mean, you kind of would think it has to be even more of a balanced test. It can't be like in previous years. You would say it was a
So,
little.
You would think that.
You would think,
But
yes.
do they give a shit? I don't know.
Shoot.
Do they give a shoot? I
Do
want,
they give a freaking
I-
heck?
I want to believe. I want to believe
I'll give
that
a good
behind
darn.
the curtain, Dave still cares immensely and is putting together the best test that
Right.
he can. But I don't have any evidence yet to see that that's happened until every workout comes out and we go, got
Get it
it.
now.
Makes
Yep.
sense. Like, and it has basically in other years. There's always going to be some kind of bias. Right now, we're looking at a repeat. Anyone could have picked that repeat, right? And workout 1, I thought was a fine test, but it's very biased towards a taller, bigger athlete, and it's very simple. I mean, a chimp could have wrote that.
And
picked
people
it out
have
of
to
a hat.
remember, like, especially now, like with only the Open qualifying those 20 athletes, like, I know it's obviously still a community event, but the Open is built in conjunction with the games. Like, the Open might not be perfectly balanced across 5 weeks, but it might be balanced across the Open plus the games to find the fittest person on earth. So it's not
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm calling it right now. 17-minute AMRAP of burpees. One of the weeks.
You're tagging in for me. I ain't doing that shit.
I'll do
it. I ain't doing it.
I'll do it.
Ted's tagging in for me.
The burpee hour. Any final thoughts on 19-2? Like I said, we'll circle back around
Be fit,
Saturday.
move well.
Put some points out. Yeah. I mean, just
Wait a minute.
don't, even though there's those time caps all throughout the workout, don't at any point feel like you have to shoot yourself out of a rocket or out of a cannon or whatever, unless it's that last like 4 reps and you got 40 seconds on the clock and that's expiring, then you got to pick it up at all costs. Before that, you really do have time to be smart and smooth and move well, like you said, and plan those breaks. The time's there, especially if you're very comfortable with squat cleans. If not, well, then you're going for that tie break time and you're not going to be in the top 20 anyway. So like, good luck.
So yeah, just keep training.
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
keep
keep
going with it. That's it. Anything else?
Nope.
Go to Sharpen the Axe Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
St. Patty's pre-sale.
Yeah.
See you guys then.
Later.
Till next
All
time.
right. Bye.
Peace.